Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the Leaf Heart Path. My name is Andrea Graham. I am an intuitive healer, a Reiki and cord cutting practitioner, and a tarot card reader. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm really excited about sharing with you what unique healing gifts that you bring to the world. Please remember that this pick a card reading is for the collective. So not everything that you see here today will resonate with you 100% of the time. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you do find yourself drawn to more than one pile, check them out. It could be that you have messages in 2, 3, or perhaps even all 4 piles. Healing can manifest in many unique ways, and you may discover that your healing messages are spread across a few different groups. I'd love to hear about your healing and how it manifests itself in your life, so please let me know in the comment box after you watch your video. All right, friends, let's take a moment to ground yourself, take a few deep breaths, and see which pile you are drawn to. Each one of these piles is from a different tarot deck, and we are looking at the card of the Star in each case here to help you make your decision. So group 1 we have here. This card is called Hope. Group 2, this will be yours. Hopefully you can get a read on that. Group 3, got the big cards. There's your Star. And finally, group 4. There you go. Okay. You can pause the video should you need a little more time to choose your group. Timestamps and chapters are listed below. And friends, I'll see you over in your video. Welcome group 1. If you picked this Star card from John Holland's The Psychic Tarot, then this is your reading on your unique healing gifts that you possess and that you share with the world. So today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at you and these gifts, your resonance, the healing archetype that you carry with you, and how that impacts the world in a bigger way. And also the impact that your presence has on others. You ready? Let's get into your cards. So, group 1, your very first card is the Shaman. Now, this also popped up in a recent video, the Inner Quest video, so if you haven't checked that particular pick a card video out, there may be some additional messages in there for some of you who are watching today. The Shaman as an archetype is someone who identifies with healing and likely has pursued healing in some manner, whether it is in a professional capacity as a type of coach, or you just may be very interested in other people and helping them in a personal manner, in whatever way fits for you. If you find yourself resonating with this group, this idea, you are a healer, you may have taken courses, you may have read books, or you have engaged in deep healing work yourself. You may have just always been drawn to this particular concept of healing or of helping other people. The Shaman as an archetype is someone who is always actively on the inner quest, looking to heal themselves, better themselves so that they can in turn, heal others or be of service to those around them. I almost see this here. We have a helping hand. You likely care very deeply about others, and this can extend to our animal friends and our plant friends as well. So group 1, with this in particular, and this is true of many healers, you may have been through your own losses, and these may have served as a catalyst for your healing journey. You may have come into this by way of a dark night of the soul or a rite of passage. The snake here, it's often a symbol of transformation or transmutation. You may actively be shedding layers even as we speak. You may be somebody who can sit with their feelings no matter how comfortable or not that this is. And you'll know if this is you, if you're a part of this group, because you might be nodding your head right now. You are someone who can sit in both light and also dark. You know that in darkness and tension that diamonds are created. You've done the inner work, and shadow work is likely something that you do not shy away from. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, star bathing. And earth pulsing. Star bathing and earth pulsing. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of earth energy here. So group 1, you have a very unique intuitive relationship with nature, likely with the elements or the earth. The cards star bathing and earth pulsing are a really lovely combination that illustrates this magnetic pull that you may have towards the elements, towards earth, towards nature, perhaps towards the sky. We've got this higher energy feel to this particular card, which speaks about activation within your light body and healing the earth through star energies, while this other card speaks to being grounded into the earth. It really doesn't surprise me that this has popped up, given the shaman's energy of being able to tune into the spiritual realm and different higher energies and frequencies of the universe, which are not only depicted here, but also here. Also, we've got this as well, being grounded in the everyday, being interested in people. And I don't know if you noticed this on the card, if you're familiar with this particular deck, but we have the same image here, the same person lying here in both of these. That has never popped up for me before in a reading. As above, so below. So something that is coming through for this group specifically is about keeping your energy channel clear. And this is so you can receive insight and healing energy yourself. You're likely quite empathetic, and some of you may identify as being highly sensitive, HSP, and it's important to keep your energy sparkling clear. I'm seeing a diamond as I'm saying that. And one of the ways you might accomplish this is by spending time in nature. If you find things getting a little too airy-fairy, a little too up there for you, this card suggests not only grounding in nature, but perhaps meditating there as well to help clear other people's energy out, or any other lingering and stagnant energy from your auric field that you may have picked up. Also, if possible, spending time with like-minded people can be a huge boost to your energy field. So fellow group 1 members, other healers, people who feel like soul family to you. I think that's really important. And again, I'm being drawn to the hand here, extending that hand out. This almost could be like people meditating together. Group 1, you might also be a bit of a traveler, and those of you who aren't able to travel right now likely want to and may be armchair travelers. That's what's popping up to me. So you might be somebody who enjoys watching documentaries about different places and people. You may also enjoy learning about spirituality or different religions as well. And if you find yourself in this camp, I encourage you to think about, where is it that you feel drawn to? Where would you like to go? Where would you like to visit? And part of the pull that you might be feeling to these places may be about you being drawn to help clear energies of the planet. You may find yourself wanting to visit certain places or landmarks without really understanding why. There might not be a connection. There may not be an ancestral connection, a family connection. There's just an interest for some reason. So trust that nudge and try to dive into that. What do you feel? Part of your healing gift may actually be in helping the planet with your steady presence and with your energy. It's sort of your gift to the universe here. And actually, one thing you could try doing is to use Google Maps to see where you're drawn to. You may find certain areas or hot spots resonate for you. You can start with just a zoomed out picture of the globe, and then, go to areas where you start to feel something. Try meditating on those. See if you find some hot spots. What energies are coming to you at that moment? What do you feel about these places? Where is the resonance hitting you in your body? Are you seeing things? Are you feeling things? Are these places where you can slow down and feel that heartbeat of Mother Earth? Make a little list. And in the same vein, you might identify with landmarks or points of interest as you're traveling, or, from video or from photos. So you could be going somewhere and you look out the window and there's something about the mountain range that you sense. You're feeling energy from a particular mountain or the valley below. You may be able to sense the energy of ley lines, or what's the plural vortex? Vortices. You may also intuitively know where an area needs some energetic love to push stagnant energy out. And I found these areas tend to be spots where something heavy has either happened, or there may be a natural or man-made feature that is blocking the Earth's kind of natural energetic flow. And you might just intuitively know what to do, how to help just kind of release that and clear that out. So group 1, I do think you definitely have a unique healing touch. It's very in alignment with the planet's natural vibration. Let's take a look at your healing where it comes to other people. And so we're going to pop into the tarot right here. So we have emotional loss, triumphant success, so this would be 5 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, new beginnings. This is like the Fool. Interesting. And okay, material harvest, which would be like the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So you and people. So with this emotional loss card, that's what I want to talk about this one first. Your presence not only helps to heal the planet, group 1, but it also helps heal others who are going through disappointment, regret, and sorrow. Likely you are a very good listener and you allow others to go deep while holding a space for them. If you noticed, this card has this sort of nautilus shell pattern that's happening here. And that's reminding me where it's located, hands over the heart. It's reminding me of going deeper into the chambers of the heart. Going deeper still. And I feel like people walk away from you feeling empowered and ready to make the best decisions for themselves. I do not get the feeling that you rush anything though. Even though sword energy is a little quick, we've got this to kind of balance things out. You know, and especially with the energy of the shaman, that true energy or true healing takes time. You just allow without forcing. And that doesn't mean that you're taking a back seat, but you are conscientious, and it is unlikely you are someone who offers unsolicited advice. Everything for you is going to unfurl in its proper time, like the season shifting from winter to spring. You trust the natural process, even if others need to ground a little bit, slow down, and match your pace. I think people walk away from you feeling like they can begin anew, start out fresh, count their blessings. They're more in touch with themselves and perhaps see themselves in a brand new light. Perhaps they're better able to tap into their own abundance and receive blessings because of their time with you. This could be because you are in a healing type profession, or because you just have that unique healing quality about yourself. You may heal and activate healing in others simply by holding space for them. I definitely would call you a light worker, group 1, and there is a strong indicator that many of you are star seeds as well. Okay, so let's pop into our last card here. We have a positive affirmation card, and today's is liberation. There we go. I free myself from the shackles of self-doubt. I liberate myself from self-defeating thoughts. I am free from limitation. I am free from self-pity. I am free from fear. I am free. I'm going to leave that to you. That might be a specific message that's resonating with you, or it may have to do with how you make other people feel in your presence. So group 1, that is what is coming through for you today on the unique healing gifts that you offer to the world. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I sit in gratitude for your presence, and I wish you good health, healing, and abundant happiness. If you would please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps to share this message with others and supports the channel in a huge way. Please share this video with family and friends if you believe it will resonate with them. Best wishes and blessings to you, Group 1. I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye. Welcome, Group 2. If you picked the star from the Fountain Tarot, then this is your reading on your unique healing gifts that you possess and that you share with the world. Today we're going to look at you and your resonance, the healing archetype that you carry with you, and how that impacts people and the world around you. We'll also get a little information about how you can amp that up. Are you ready? Let's get into your cards. All right, so your archetype is, oh, very nice, the Maiden. This has not popped up for me in readings yet. Oh, this is fun. This is a good one. I can feel it. So the Maiden is a really interesting healing energy. So some of you this may be literal, you may be on the younger side if you pulled this, but that isn't what this archetype is about in this particular context. While we typically think of a maiden as part of the maiden mother crone trifecta, this is more about the energy that you embody. There's a sense of adventure with you, a light that pumps through your veins, and it glows. It shows. You are absolutely radiant to other people, Group 2. In fact, some of you may have been through some experiences that left you breathless, but you've healed. And you are standing on the other side, ready to embrace what is next. This energy feels like the Fool mixed in with the Sun, for those of you who read the tarot or know the tarot a little bit. And going back to age again, it doesn't matter, because I am seeing a young person, but I'm also seeing someone who is on the older side as well. And so this can be a mix of any age. It's just about that energy. So this may be a new energy for some of you, a new phase of life, a new beginning. And for others, this is a way of being that is rather infectious. I feel like your openness, your willingness to try new things, and the way that you can immerse yourself in experiences is a beautiful and rather compelling way to be. Quite honestly, you feel like liquid sunshine, Group 2. So I think people are likely quite drawn to you, and you may not always see this or understand why, but it's all part of your journey. And I think this is a very beautiful energy to carry with you, as it's one that can be infectious. It can rub off on others. It can be shared. It's the kind of energy that pulls people from ruts and gets them up and gets them out the door and off on their own adventures. Some of you in Group 2 may be feeling especially sensitive to external energies, or maybe not feeling, you are extra sensitive perhaps. Being open and radiating sunshine is wonderful, but some of you may have this extra antenna, which is tuned into what's going on around you or the world at large. And what we have here is weight of the world. Boundaries, let go, it's not yours to carry. So you may have your own strategies in place, Group 2, for clearing and strengthening your aura, or you may be dabbling with that right now. It's never a bad idea to develop a dedicated practice that works for you to see if that helps with stopping taking on unwanted energies. The other oracle card we have here about you and your energy is the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. I just love this. And the colors look so good together here. Something that's kind of catching my eye. Yeah, you definitely want to stay clear, because this energy that you're radiating is so pure and so loving. And my gut instinct is that in order to stay this sparkly and this high vibe, you want to make sure that you're dedicated to enforcing boundaries, whatever that looks like for you, and doing energetic work on yourself, and also getting it done by other professionals. Reiki, cord cutting, aura cleansing, grounding practices, all of it's good stuff. Get massages, cranial sacral work, acupuncture, do some yoga, whatever. Anything to keep the blood pumping and to move unwanted energies out. This crew in particular, I do see you doing things outside. We've got the tree line here, the water, hiking, whatever it is that makes your heart sing. And I think part of this is related to your natural attunement. The way that you move in the world, the way you interact with others is precious and it's rare, and dare I say a miracle even. Yeah. As we said, the cosmic heart, devotion and potency, asking you to make your life a moving prayer. This doesn't feel like it needs to be any kind of crazy practice that you're implementing. It's more about harnessing your natural energies with the power of intention, being mindful about the miracle that is you. People are healed and energized just by being in your sunny presence. Part of your healing gift group too is just about this energy here. You making magic by simply being. Potency is a word that is really popping for me right here. And what I'm seeing is this flower that's unfolding. It's unfolding, it's unfurling its petals. There's strong color, there's a vivid fragrance. This is your magic and your energy group too. It's something people aren't likely to forget. So group 2, you definitely have a very unique healing touch that is about bringing light and joy to others and the world around you. That's all your natural vibration. Let's take a look at some of your other healing gifts that you share with other people. So we'll pull our tarot out here. I'm actually going to scooch these up too. A little more room. Okay. Oh, I like this one. King of Coins. Camera's kind of losing focus there. So that's King of Pentacles. 2 of Wands. Ace of Wands. Seven of Cups. Oh yeah, I'm seeing these are coming in twos here. King of Swords. Fancy pants. And Judgment. Cool. Let's pull you guys up here. Okay, so I want to start over here with the King of Coins. It's Grandpa. I wasn't expecting this, but this feels like you have a strong spirit guide connection who helps you ground this energy that we're talking about into the 3D. Someone who's helping you make decisions that are in your highest good and is shining a little light on your path, almost so that you can let yourself just go and be free. You may have not always felt this settled into yourself, but there may have been a recent shift or a shift at some point in your timeline where you can more readily access this kind of joyful, present, sunshiny energy. And this is someone who's there to take some of the weight and some of the worry as you make your way in the world. This may very well be a deceased loved one or an ancestor. And I know some people don't believe that deceased loved ones or ancestors, people that you knew in life, can be a spirit guide. But in this case, this feeling for me is incredibly strong that this is true. There is comfort here. They really get a kick out of seeing what you're doing. There's joy. It's almost a matching energy. The word I have is synergy. There's a synergy between the two of you. There's a balance here. And they're just kicked back, relaxed, and enjoying what you're doing. I'm looking at this. This looks like pine boughs here. Pine boughs. And so there's that earthy quality. And it's almost like you're up here walking along in the woods. And it's just they're there under your feet. They're there around you in the trees. You know, with you in the water. And just enjoying that sun. Making things happen for you. So, yeah. Part of the light you shine helps others move into their own discernment, I think. That's what this is about over here. Your healing is similar, almost in the way, like this guide helps to shift things for you in a very natural way. I think you do the same thing for other people. They help you as you're planning things out, but you also can take that and then sort of do the same thing. It's a ripple effect that's coming out this way. Yeah, your healing energy helps burn away blocks that others may be experiencing in their inner emotional landscape. You are a light bringer, a torch bearer. And I want to talk about Apollo for some reason, really strong Apollo vibes. So that Greek god may resonate for some of you. It's almost like, oh, for some of you, it's almost the connection here is the muses. You might be a muse for other people in this regard, just in the way you live your life, but in other ways too. That's another way that you can heal and inspire and bring magic and beauty. I think people either see you in the way you move through the world and decide, I want some of that, let's make it so, or you just do your thing, and through these types of interactions, people become less burdened, less blocked, and more free. They suddenly see a little bit more clearly because the light you bring is a gift, and they can make decisions that are from their own sovereignty and clarity for themselves going forward. They suddenly have this insight and balance and power that our King of Swords represents. They are empowered to make better choices for themselves. They move forward with new eyes and a purity that they may have felt was out of reach before. What was once stagnant is suddenly teeming with life and with possibility. You know, and I was talking, I think these, I don't know if those are pants or not. I kind of want them to be as pants, but those look like a kaleidoscope to me. This is how others begin to see color and light again from your healing. And at the end of the day, I think they stand a little bit taller. They look at themselves in the mirror and they feel good. Yeah. Their head hits the pillow for a worry-free sleep. And that is the magic that you bring. Group 2. That's incredibly healing. All right, I have a positive affirmation card for you. And this one is, oh my gosh, grandfather. Today I ponder my grandfather's influence on my life, both his strengths and wisdom, along with his challenges and frailties. I recognize how his life's journey has played a unique part in shaping my own. I honor my ancestral roots and carry forth into the world with fresh knowledge the lessons I have learned from my forebearer. So some of you, this is definitely a grandpa. Oh my goodness. So this could be who we're talking about. This could be your grandfather or an ancestor or someone who knew you in life like a grandfather. It does not have to mean your literal ancestral grandfather. I get the same sunny warmth and playfulness that you have, and know the same zest for life that runs through their veins. It also runs through yours. They will always be there to energetically bolster you with love. And if you know who this is, you can call in their energy toward you for a pick-me-up that's just created out of sheer love. Even if you don't, you can just align yourself with that feeling that you want and call that forward, and they'll be there. So group 2, that is what's coming through for you today on the unique healing gifts that you offer to the world. Thank you for being here with me today. I sit in gratitude for your presence, and I wish you good health, healing, and abundant happiness. If you would please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps to share the message with others and supports this channel in a huge way. Please share this video with family and friends if you believe it will resonate with them as well. Best wishes and my blessings to you, Group 2. I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 3. If you picked the star from the Next World Tarot, then this is your reading on your unique healing gifts that you possess and share with the world. Today we are going to look at you and your resonance, the healing archetype that you carry with you, and how that impacts people and the world around you. There may be a couple of messages sprinkled throughout the reading that offer some tips or advice on grounding into what you carry. You ready? Let's get into your video. Okay, so first we're going to look at your archetype, which is Ah, the unseen. Okay. So part of your unique healing gifts, group 3, deal with how you intuit information. You may be a very natural and organic type of healer. I see you as somebody who is likely very in touch with your intuition, and you likely use it on the daily. You might use it to help from anything like finding a parking spot to helping other people with bigger problems. You may identify as an intuitive, a psychic, a healer, a medium, and anything that falls under the intuitive umbrella. You likely would be very good in an established healing practice, and I see you receiving guidance from your spirit team, your client's spirit team, and then designing or tailoring your healing sessions to meet each client's specific needs. With one person, you may do Reiki. With another, you may do breathing exercises to move energy. You may teach someone how to strengthen their aura when they are out in public, for example. Your inner guidance volume, I feel like group 3 is dialed way up. Way up. So you may not have started as a healer or with that intent, but inevitably, I feel like it's where all paths seem to lead you. You are likely very intentional with your practice and identify yourself as a healer, perhaps even publicly, and you might use that or the word intuitive in describing your practice to others. This feels like something you were absolutely meant to do, group 3. So let's look at some of your oracle cards. Okay, we have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. And earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of the world. These colors all seem to match too. That kind of happened in the last one. We had some bright colors. It's kind of interesting when that happens. Okay, so I think part of what you do for others is you make the unseen seen. You make the invisible visible. Some of you may actually be mediums and you provide healing by pulling back the curtain, lifting the veil between this plane of existence and another plane. This type of connection can be deeply healing for people who have experienced the death of a loved one. Something that you may grapple with in this work is the feeling of being a bit removed. And I think this is just for anybody who is really like steeped in this kind of mysticism. When it becomes a big part of your life, you just carry this feeling, this quality with you of just being a little bit different in the world, but not of it. And as many of you may spend your day working with your intuition and the unseen, straddling one world and the next, you may feel a bit distant. This can be a challenge. You'll want to find the things that foster connection for you, that get you grounded and make you happy. This may be a quiet walk in nature for some of you. For others, it could be music or creative endeavors in the arts or yoga. Something to get you more into your body and into your physical experience here. You are a conduit for healing and you want to keep that earthly tether strong and intact, your grounding cord. So don't forget to enjoy what's happening here and around you in the 3D. And it's easy to forget too, if you're spending so much of your time up in the ethers and using especially your upper chakras to connect. So let's look at types of healing that you provide for other people. We'll take a look at some tarot cards here. Now these ones are pretty big, so I'm just going to scooch things around a little bit here. Okay. So we have the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, look at those colors. Those look great. And the High Priestess. Nice. I feel like that's you. I'm going to put you in the middle there. Okay. So, in all likelihood, you probably work with people experiencing some pretty significant experiences in their lives. And I think folks seek you out who are going through all manner of things. You feel like the real deal. You feel like a lot of you do this professionally. You're well known, and so you have people from all walks of life seeking you out. And I feel as though if a client isn't totally upfront about something, you can sniff that out a mile away. I think your BS meter is likely quite accurate and finely honed. I feel like this might not even matter. I think you have a way of seeing people, of equalizing situations and their stories and their pain, and bringing it back to its essence. Its basic essence. This is where the true healing begins. There are likely some tears with many of your clients, and these are the healing tears that create space for new growth and possibilities. Your clients may feel a shift right away, and in other cases they may be long-term. And this is a beautiful thing as you can see the growth and watch them step forward into their power. You are this High Priestess card. Absolutely. You're the person that many others seek out for your specialized and unique connection to the unseen that guides your intuitive healing work. And if you pick this pile and you aren't there yet, this is your big nudge to go for it, Group 3. Take a class, read a book, work with an intuitive group. You are meant to be on this path, Group 3. Did I say meditate? Meditate wants to come out. So that might be a place that you start. You could start with guided meditations that open and close your chakras. Those are a really nice way to begin. So let's look at your positive affirmation card today. And yours says truce. I don't know if I can get that in focus or not. That's okay. All right, I'm going to read it. Today, I offer myself a respite from any battle that has been raging in my mind and allow myself to just breathe and be fully present in this moment. I let go of the tug of war and instead open to guidance, solutions, and a knowingness that all will be well and as it should be for my highest spiritual learning. So this will resonate for people, I feel, in different ways. I'm just going to leave it here and let it sink in the way that it's meant to for you. If you have something specific you want to share, pop it in the comment box below. I'd be curious to hear what it means to you. So Group 3, that is what is coming forward for you today on the unique healing gifts that you offer to the world. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I sit in gratitude for your presence, and I wish you good health, healing, and abundant happiness. If you would please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps to share the message with others and supports this channel in a huge way. Please share this video with family and friends if you believe it will resonate with them. Best wishes and blessings to you, Group 3. I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye-bye. Welcome, Group 4. If you picked this star card from the Mystic Mondays Tarot, then welcome to your reading on your unique healing gifts that you possess and share with the world. Today we're going to look at you and your resonance, the healing archetype that you carry with you and how that impacts people and the world around you. There may be a few messages sprinkled throughout the reading that offer some tips or advice on grounding into this energy that you're carrying. So let's get into your reading. All right, Group 4. Your archetype is the Hunter. I love the light on this. This card is amazing. That is very striking. When I see dark and light this way, it always pulls me to the mind and mental energy. So I feel like this is my group that is going to be the people who are always seeking something. Your specific type of healing may have to do with making a visible difference in the world. You may be active in areas such as social justice, environmentalism, education, healthcare. There's something, a cause that lights you up. It may even extend to politics for some of you, finding a way to make a difference in that particular arena. Others of you, this is about your brain, the way something fascinates you, and then you latch onto it. You ingest everything there is to know about it, and then you use that information to assist others or to create change. You don't have to be at the forefront of big things. You can still make a difference in small ways. Yeah, okay. Let's add in a couple of our oracle cards here for a little more clarification. Yeah. So we have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. And I feel like that needs to be on that side. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You know what? No. I don't know why, but that's the first group we've done that with. We're going here. It's kind of interesting. I feel like we have these interesting heavy shapes here at the top for both of these. So again, mental energy or crown. You might be very claircognizant, some of you, with your intuitive abilities. So this laser sharp focus that we have here, and then we have this figure staring at the planet. We've got the same thing, the attention. Here it says it's happening, keep holding the vision. This feels like words of encouragement for you to keep fighting your fights, to keep holding your truth and your vision, because I think you, group 4, you have a big footprint. And when you take a step, you make waves. Even when things are worrisome, you're tired, your guides want you to hold your truth aloft because you matter. Your voice matters. The work you do is important. Yeah. So when I think mental energy too, this is associated with the Suit of Swords in tarot. But with this too, we've got fire. Yeah. I think that's a huge component of your drive to move forward with things. You're fiery. And some of you actually literally may have an artistic bend here with your life as a canvas. You may use your creative gifts to empower others, but this is also about manifestation. It feels like a reminder to keep tapping into this, to keep your energy as pure as possible. Don't get too bogged down in the mental aspect, particularly if you resonate with that mental energy we've been talking about. It can drag you down a bit, which can cause more burnout. And that's what this group, I feel in particular, needs to watch out for. Make sure you have an outlet that lights you up, and be sure to keep engaging with that so that you can completely express all parts of yourself in your soul's song. So let's look at particular healing energies for you and the people around you. We're going to pull some tarot here. So Mystic Mondays. Four of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Speaking of fiery energy. Whoa, mama. All right, King of Pentacles. I'm hearing that morphine song in my head, Sharks Patrol These Waters. I'll have to link that one down below. It's an older song, older group. Six of Swords. Okay. So your kind of healing is very others-oriented, and it really seeks to establish a balance. I'm also seeing, even though it's not here, the Two of Pentacles in this. Looks like a figure 8 with two of these little spheres inside it. So I think you may be someone who works with others to solicit possibly donations from investors to certain causes. This is some of you. Obviously, this won't be for everybody. Or you may help bring money or other resources. Doesn't have to be money. It could be time. It could be energy to those who need it. You may be somebody who kind of rallies behind a cause that way. You may go to bat for other people who aren't able to do it for themselves, or who need someone else putting themselves on the front lines instead of them having to make that sacrifice. And perhaps that's something they've had to do time and time again. Yeah, and I think you're very fierce. If this does not channel lion energy, I don't know what does. This is pure lion. And since we're talking about the hunter, I'm thinking predators. We have the sharks right here. And I think here it takes a shark to know a shark. You may help to equalize power from groups who wield it to those who are more marginalized. So some of you may be lawyers or hold positions of authority yourselves and are working pro bono, and you might be extending that out to others who need it. Or you may be taking on big global, like globally big energies or entities yourself. And it doesn't have to be through the law. Again, it can be something small, a small movement, small organization. All it takes is that first step. So I see you, group 4, as you also being able to give others a boost so that they can step into this energy of abundance that the King of Pentacles naturally has. And so when you work with somebody, they may walk away from the situation not feeling like they're backed into a corner or that they have to cling on to things as much, but they have more freedom and flexibility just from working with you. I'm seeing a trampoline here, almost like you're providing a cushion for people to land on. Yeah. A little extra layer of safety, a little padding. And I do think here with the 6 of Swords, you're likely someone who helps others heal and move on from situations that are challenging or tricky, difficult, harmful, sorrowful. I feel that when people work with you, you are straightforward, you don't mince words, and you make your point quite succinctly. You have a very stable and strong energy about you that is very no nonsense when it comes to matters that are in your heart, group 4. I think you're very fierce, and I think you hold this hunter's gaze that we see right here, and wherever the focus lands, there will be inevitably good works done. I'm looking back over to see if there's anything else that's coming through. I'm, again, kind of getting shark energy here. This usually does have water on it. I'm seeing this too. These are reminding me almost, and similarly here, as antenna. And I don't know if we mentioned that before, but I kind of associate that with claircognizance, again, which we mentioned earlier. So using that big, beautiful brain of yours. Some of you might be into technology, and maybe you're connecting people on social media, or you have run a group there. So your healing energy, at least part of it, definitely has to do with, global outreach, reaching out to a community, reaching out to others, helping other people, lifting them up. Beautiful. Okay. So we have a positive affirmation card for you here today. And yours is, so maybe not sharks, maybe sometimes we need to be dolphin. So like the joyful dolphin, I remember the importance of play and recreation in my life. I will not allow life's rough waters to sink my heart's expression of my true bliss. I make time to frolic and rejoice in the sea of life. I love that. I'll put that down there. So I think this kind of energy is important to remember in the midst of what you do, group 4. Don't get too bogged down with the mental energies here if possible. The dolphin, I think, will help remind you to stay balanced with play. Remember, we talked about balance being important, and seeing that like figure 8 with the 2 of Pentacles is coming to my mind. Yeah, and I do think you're pulling people up. We have that balance, making things a little more equal. So group 4, I felt like this message was really kind of like quick and to the point today, but that was kind of like your energy. That's what was coming through. So that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I, as always, sit in gratitude for your presence. I wish you good health. I wish you healing. I wish you abundant happiness. And if you'd please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, it helps to share the message with others and supports this channel in a huge way. Please share this video with family and friends if you believe it will resonate with them. Best wishes and blessings to you, Group 4, and I look forward to collaborating with you again in the near future. Bye, friends.